It's Friday Morning Live, and we're here at Hicks Brunson Eyewear Studios in the heart of Midtown Tulsa, and we've got some really exciting new things to share with you all today. We've got new drop from Anna-Karin Karlsson, Becky Jo.
Yes, we do, Daniel.
And we've also got custom tinted transitions lens looks of the week. We've got 3 custom tinted transitions lens looks of the week. We're going to share that in the second half of the live after we share with you these beautiful new pieces from Anna-Karin Karlsson. One of the custom tinted transitions lens looks is your own new glasses.
Is actually my very own that I get to keep, so I'm super excited.
Yeah, right. So without further ado, let's get into it. So new pieces from Anna-Karin Karlsson. What do we have first? It's a capsule collection.
Yes, and it is called Shelley, and it's called Shelley for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the sculpting work on this temple and on the front of the frame. I'm gonna put the black one on here this morning. Super fun. If you want that bold, amazingly awesome looking sun for summer, because summer's gonna be here before we know it, there is 3 fantastic colors that this frame comes in. So this is kind of like a pearly opal color with a beautiful brown gradient lens. Then you have this stunning black, and of course the AKK down the temple in gold plating there is absolutely fantastic. Then they also did...
Are they limited edition?
They are limited edition. They are numbered pieces.
What numbers are they?
Let's see, what numbers are they? This is number 69 of 100, and this beautiful pearl. The black, I hadn't got that far yet.
Oh, all right, I'm spoiling the surprise.
Up my jam here. Come on, Daniel.
Did you have this one yet?
The black one is number 43 of 100, and the light just plays off of all of this sculpting work so beautifully. Then, if you want an optical version and you're like, man, that might be just a tad big for an optical, they also released Shelley in this fabulous green, a little teeny bit smaller. But if you're gonna go out for summer and this is your frame, why not have a matching gold clutch to go with it? This is a functioning clutch. It does open, that you see inside here. There's a little pouch in there for like your ID if you're gonna go clubbing. It gives you the ability to actually bring your eyewear and match it to your purse. For the ladies out there, this it was so funny because when I originally saw this, I told Daniel, I said, I remember when I was a little girl that they had a Barbie that came with like this beautiful little purple crystal clutch, and that's what this reminded me of, because when we get older, you know, we all still have like a little girl inside or a little guy inside, you know? So this was absolutely like the coolest thing. I just thought it was
When you said the little guy inside, hold on to that for a second. Like,
okay.
When you said the little, well, this is a first, this kind of accessory for us with eyewear, with
eyewear.
Like any of our eyewear that we've carried, where you get something like this. When you said little girl inside or little guy inside, it reminded me, do you remember in the 90s, they had like, for girls, they had Polly Pocket?
Yes.
And it was that little
that's kind of like Polly Pocket.
Little mini thing with the little house. And
then
I think for the guys, like they had Mighty Max. And like, so yeah, here it is, Shelley. Look how shiny it is.
It's absolutely fantastic.
Like, I mean, I can see myself in it.
You don't need to worry about a cosmetic mirror.
There's a lot of me. Can you guys see yourselves in it? I don't know, watching at home, can you see yourselves?
Absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, so these Anna-Karin, let's get the words out this morning, Daniel. These Anna-Karin pieces, like, look at the shiny, polished beauty that these are. Look at the beauty. Look at the seashells. What's the seashells by the seashore?
Yeah.
What is that? Hard to say. Tongue twister. All right.
We have another amazing piece this morning. This is called Catching Stars. I'm going to hold this kind of close so that you can see. So
she sells seashells by the seashore. That's what I was trying to spit out.
That's what it was, yes. So this is called Catching Stars, and there are stars that are set into the acetate because this is completely smooth across here, down the side, and across the other frame. But this beautiful black sculpting just catches the light and it makes it stand out just a little teeny bit more. So if you're one of those people that you want that bold statement piece, this right here is going to do it all day long. And it's super light. They did leave the temple nice and thin. So if you're going to wear this all day long, this is a beautiful piece to add to your collection. And Catching Stars is number 32 of 100. So there's only 100 of these. out there, and it is fabulous.
Okay, so moving on, I've been an aviator guy for most of my life, going back to when I was a little kid, and Anna-Karin just dropped a brand new aviator, and it's called Logo Dude, and I'm loving every second of this oversized 1980s, like, how many Zennials are in the audience? Like born in the late 70s, early 80s, elder millennials, Gen Xers. You remember these giant aviators that we had in the 1980s? I mean, this is giving 80s right here. And it's called Logo Dude. And why is it called Logo Dude? I think it's because Anna-Karin decided she wanted to put her logo, like, look at this. Right here.
Right on the bridge.
Right here. And like normally, Becky Jo, I'm not a big fan of when you plaster your logo in a huge way onto your frame. But you know, normally that is when it's like your name and like giant font down the temple.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of that. The thing about Anna-Karin Karlsson logo is that it's incredibly nuanced and discreet. Like, what is that? Like, what is it? Just looks like some kind of intricate design detail work. It's not immediately clear that that's a logo of any sort. Those of us who know the Anna-Karin logo, like we know that. And that's how we also know that the coining work that runs around the eye wire, look at that shiny gold. That's not just traditional design coining work. That's also the AKK logo. I know it's probably impossible to see on the stream. Maybe you can see it a little bit. But that's that symbol right there, repeating over and over and over, all the way around that eye wire right there. So this is beautiful, tortoise and gold, Logo Dude, big ol' 59 eye size, 17 bridge, 59 eye size. I mean, that's with a big, deep teardrop like such, beautiful. Love it. Love the tortoise, love the amber gradient tint, just perfect aviator.
They also did Logo Dude in black and gold. So you've got this stunning piece, all of this detail work. This is number 47 of 90. So I'm assuming that the tortoise version is a very low number as well because there's only 90 pieces of it. But if you want an oversized aviator and you want it to just scream some bling without being like overdone, both of these colors are fantastic. They do have the nose pads that are the titanium nose pads, so it gives a nice comfortable lift. It's not super heavy on the bridge. Absolutely stunning. I love the detail work all the way down that core wire. It just shimmers, but it is a repeat of the AKK logo down the side, and they did a clear acetate window so that you can clearly see all of that bling all the way down. And one thing that we don't really talk about sometimes is the temple tips. So for those of you that don't know, this is the temple of a frame. This type of temple tip, especially in titanium, are just amazingly comfortable to wear. Once they're fitted properly for you, this is not going to be a temple you're going to have to adjust. This is not going to be something that's going to be uncomfortable or digging in anywhere, because when this goes on, it just slides right back behind the ear, and it is just such an absolute comfortable fit.
It's so smooth. Like
it's very smooth.
The polish on it is so smooth, nice high luster polish, so it just goes on. And it's also, like, there's no hard edges. This is something we talk about sometimes with high-end premium eyewear. The craftsmanship is better. It's very sculpted and rounded, so there's no hard edges. It's just very smooth on the skin. Just goes on really effortlessly. Yeah, absolutely love it. How many, you said that was 90 pieces of that color? Yeah,
90 pieces, 47 of 90.
Yeah, only 80 pieces of the tortoiseshell colorway made here. So this was a low number. It was like 7 of 80. Beautiful, beautiful aviator, Logo Dude. So thanks everybody for watching. Like and subscribe. Share the video with your friends. Check out all of our products we're sharing with you today online at hicksbrunson.com. We're going to share, that's the new drop.
That's the new drop.
Beautiful new stuff from Anna-Karin. And we got to give an honorable mention to Le Chap by Anna-Karin, which is not brand new, but which is the most popular Anna-Karin frame in our store.
In our store.
You guys can't get enough of Le Chap. Gorgeous navigator shape. We've done it customized a million different ways, not always as a sunglass, but usually as either a clear or a light tinted transitions lens look, which we're going to share with you 3 custom transitions tinted lens looks here in just a few minutes. But what else do we have here? The silver?
This is the silver, and you know, it's a little bit bigger, but this is totally wearable for women. This is just super comfy. I love the titanium nose pads. I love the temple fit. And this one is not one where like the bar goes way up, and it's more of a classical double bar design. They didn't do anything funky to it. They just left it as is, which is fantastic. This also comes in a black and gold. Right now we don't have the black and gold in stock, but
we're sold out of the black and gold, and we're so often sold out of this model. We've been just rocking it. You guys love the Le Chap by Anna-Karin. This one, by the way, the gold one, number 63 of 70. So if you like what you see here, you might want to hop online at hicksbrunson.com and check these out. The Le Chap by Anna-Karin Karlsson.
The silver is number 42 of 50.
Woo! All right.
So we have done these a bunch of times and turned them a bunch of times. So we've got to be getting pretty close to where they're going to be like, I'm sorry, we don't have any more available. And we don't want that to happen for you. So if you are as much in love with Le Chap, just let us know.
If you are one of those who tries to get a Le Chap though, and we've run out, I mean, you know, you could always check out Logo Dude. Like,
Yeah.
I'm seriously, like, I'm loving Logo Dude. This might be showing up in a personal collection of mine, although I've got my eye on some T. Henrys.
Yeah.
There's a T. Henry over there that's not even one of the newest ones, but it's called the Tycon. Ooh, all right. But that's not the topic of today's video. What are we talking about? What are we talking about today? Let me start out by talking about the 000. Guys, I've been wearing the 000 for 10 years. This is my staple, this is my jam, this is my go-to. I wear it to black tie events, I wear it to casual weekends. I wear it all the time. I wear it with a hat. I just wear it all the time. It's polished black, it goes formal, it goes casual. It does all kinds of great things that you need it to do. And because of that, so many people like it. And we recently did a new one for one of our clients where we did custom tinted transitions lens. And this is our most popular color combo that we're doing right now. If I'm not mistaken, it's the Fire Red, and it is the, yes, it's the Fire Red with the Transitions Gen S Ruby. And why doesn't it have riveted hinges? Sam, I do not know the answer to that question, perhaps because they've been making it the same way since the 1960s when it launched. And, you know, I know we like riveted hinges. They look nice, they're stable, but I've carried this frame for 10 years or more, and this is one of the most sturdy, stable hinges I've ever worked with. I've never seen a problem with it. It is a 7-barrel hinge. Actually, there are rivets in the hinge plate on the temple, just not on the front. So no rivets on the front. But we're going to talk about the lens color today. You've got Fire Red. I've done this in several different variations. We've done it with a flash blue mirror.
Yes, we have.
It looks incredible with the flash blue mirror, but if you don't want the flash blue mirror, if you want a little more, you're welcome, Sam. If you want a little bit more of a clean look where you just get the red notes showing up, you can do it with the Fire Red gradient with a premium anti-reflective coating. And let's take it out into the sun by way of the UV light here. And let's look at the Transitions Gen S Ruby. Oh, that's dark. Feels dark. Does it look dark?
It looks kind of dark.
Yeah, feels kind of dark, but this is Ruby. So let's see what Ruby, oh, look at that, guys. Look at how good Ruby looks in this polished black 000. I have a full review on the YouTube channel on Transitions Ruby where I show you what it looks like. It does look dark. I show you what it looks like. I show you what it looks like from the point of view looking through Ruby. So if you want to see what it looks like from the point of view looking through Ruby, just check out the video on the Hicks Brunson Eyewear YouTube channel. All right, Sam is Team Brown. Let's stop and talk about
Team Brown over Team Gray.
If you're just talking about the classic Transitions colors, gray and brown, Becky Jo and I are big Team Brown.
Yes, raise the roof on that one.
Raise the roof on Team Brown. We just like the visual clarity, the experience of looking through brown, but we know a lot of you out there are Team Gray. So drop us a comment and let us know if you're Team Gray or Team Brown. Because there is a, yeah, woot woot, says Sam. there's a big, you know, I'm not going to call it a battle because we're all friends here in within the Hicks Brunson eyewear community. But you know, Team Gray, Team Brown. Like, I want to see you weigh in the comments and let us know. Vote which one you like. Of course, you know, now we've got all kinds of other teams. We've got the Ruby, and we've got just a whole plethora of colors. And one of the things I like about Gen S, Becky Jo, is how fast it is, right?
Yes, it transitions back to clear super fast, about 2 minutes. So extra active, 4.5 to 5 minutes. The predecessor to Gen S was Transitions 8. And that one took about 3.5 minutes,
or
4 minutes.
Or closer to 5 in some cases.
In some cases,
yeah.
and temperature does affect it a little bit.
But before it was like crystal clear, closer to 5. Gen S, about 2.5 minutes, and you can see I've been talking for the last 2.5 or so minutes, and we're just about back to that base tint color that we started with the ruby, with the fire red gradient base tint color. We're pretty much back to that. Maybe there's a little bit of residual ruby still hanging out here, but there you have it, guys. The most popular tint transitions combo we're doing here at the store: fire red gradient, transitions Gen S ruby, oftentimes with a blue mirror. I've got a bunch of videos on this, and I'm going to have to put a moratorium on making videos on this combo because we've done it in almost every look you can imagine at this point.
So this is in my own personal collection. I had a client a few weeks ago come in and do an amazing MOC piece. I believe Daniel did a video of it, or I know we showed it on one of our previous videos. And the color that was chosen is this fantastic graphite green to gray. And it is super, super comfortable to wear this color. I absolutely recommend this pairing. If you want something very subtle, you want to be able to function in all of your different aspects of your life, office to home, this is a great pairing. This beautiful graphite green, or G15 to gray.
That's helpful.
I'm gonna do it this way one more time.
Nice bright white. Yeah.
And then I'm going to transition it. So I paired this with extra active graphite green because I looked at the frame, and sometimes, you know, if you've heard me on here, I don't necessarily have to go super matchy with my frames. But since I was doing the G15 and the temples on this beautiful rose gold are green, I went with this. So this is a super, super satisfying graphite green, or it's almost basically kind of like a G15 green. I'm usually brown, I know, but this is fantastic. It pairs beautifully, super comfortable to wear. And unfortunately today, with my contacts on and my glasses, it makes things a little blurry, so I'm not gonna leave them on very long. This just turned out absolutely fantastic.
I mean, you could have done brown in that.
I could have done brown, and I usually do, but I wanted it to be kind of matchy.
With the gold, the brown would have been okay, but yeah, the green with those green acetate temples, sometimes these are the sacrifices that we make for fashion, guys.
Yes,
like we just,
sometimes
you know, it's also got to look pretty, you know?
Yeah, it's got to.
That's important. So here's a frame we haven't talked about for a while, and it's not an old frame, it's relatively new, it's just not from the newest release. This is Masunaga, and look how good this frame looks. This is Tona, T-O-N-A, matte black acetate front, gold hinge, dark gunmetal, dark black, titanium temple arm. Look how good Tona looks. This is a good looking piece.
It's a very nice navigator-ish shaped piece.
And what did we do here? We did just a hint of G15 fade to gray. And when you've got G15 in such a light shade that we did, you know, you're used to seeing G15 as being much more of a gray-green. We did it in around a 30-ish% density here, 30, 35. So it just shows up as a nice subtle green. And what did we pair it with? We paired it with what I've come to call the redheaded stepchild color of the Transitions Extra Active colors, and that is Extra Active Graphite Green. Because we were talking earlier, we got Team Gray and Team Brown. Let us know in the comments below which team you are. The third color is the forgotten extra active color. It's graphite green, and that's what we did here. I call it that because we just really hardly ever get requests for graphite green transitions these days. We don't use it that much, at least around here. I can't speak for the rest of the world, but we hardly do graphite green. So to bring it back to the beginning when I was talking about generations and older millennials and Gen Xers, graphite green is like the Gen X. It's like the forgotten generation. It's the forgotten color. This is it though, and it certainly pairs well with the matte black Tona and the polished gold black titanium temple arms. And we love extra active.
Yes.
Like, we love it because it has a superpower. It can get dark behind the windshield of a car. Now, not this dark.
No, I would say probably about 40 to 60% of its potential darkness.
Somewhere in that category 2 range behind the windshield, which is awesome because there ain't no other photochromic lens that can do that. Ain't. Every once in a while, you got to just like throw in a good ain't. There's not another one that can do it. They're just not. They can't darken behind the windshield. There's simply not enough UV that comes through the windshield inside the car. So Extra Active has a superpower. Oh, okay, Zoka, I hope I'm saying your name right, is 100% team green. Have the Gen S and graphite green in their Ray-Bans and they love it? Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a fantastic color to look through.
It's really nice because it's what the fighter pilots wore in the aviators in World Wars I and World Wars II. It provides neutral view of the world. The blue sky is still relatively blue. 84 years since I last heard that term. Sam has been got some wise experience and years behind him here. All right, so it's just nice because it doesn't distort color, it doesn't color shift things, but it does provide a little sharper clarity over gray.
Yes.
The graphite green. But not as much of a contrast boosting clarity enhancing as brown, and that's why I'm team brown.
Yes.
Even though some of you just don't like the brownish tinge that it puts on everything. So, boy, I think we've kind of gone through it.
Gone through it today.
And I mean, I hate to cut it off right there, but you know, I don't know. Let's take a vote. I mean, what are our favorite tinted transitions lens looks that we've shared today? I know this one's Extra Active, so it's got another 5 minutes before it comes back. But I mean, Fire Red Gradient with Transitions Ruby. If this was your favorite look, would you consider doing this? Let us know in the comments. Or Becky Jo's green.
It is G15 to gray.
Yeah. So Sean says from gray, green, or brown, I would go green, but at present I have the ruby and love them. Sean, I love the ruby too. The ruby is a much more intense color to look through, more even so than brown. So if you don't like brown, if you're not team brown, you're probably not going to really love the ruby. It's a more intense red, and it takes some getting used to, but it does make everything look so sharp.
Yeah, it definitely brightens things up and makes it a lot more crisp.
It's the reason why runners and cyclists like the red color. It makes the road look so clear, just so sharp and clear. So, all right, yep, Zoka says G15. Oh, green for the Prism from Leisure. Yeah, Vanessa is maybe wanting to do we're going to have to talk about that lens color for you, Vanessa, when we decide on your lens color. The Prism frame by Leisure. Do we have that one here with us?
It is
all the way around there?
All the way around there on the corner.
Yeah, so there's a Leisure Society sunglass that goes by the name Prism.
Isn't it this one?
And this isn't it the navigator shape? It's the one next to it.
Oh, it's the one next to it.
Yeah,
sorry.
It goes by the name Prism, and it there's a color called British Racing Green. This is the tortoise and gold color.
And this is still absolutely fabulous. I love this one. This one is super. The reason that I like this is because it's a big coverage, but it's not like so big that it looks oversized on your face. So you could totally do this with a tint paired with a transition, and it is going to fit so comfortably, and it is amazingly light. Being the fact that it's block titanium and all of this detail work down the temple on the tortoise and brown, so they did pair it with this beautiful lacquer work here on the temple, but it has the titanium nose pads, and they are super, super, super comfortable. I'm one of those people that my frame needs to sit in a certain spot on my nose, and nose pads, some people are like, oh, give me the little sticky ones, the silicone ones that just like adhere to your skin, and then you feel like you have to yank your frame off your face. With titanium nose pads, you don't have that problem. And I'm not hating on the silicone nose pads, people, because I understand some people need that little extra grip. I just want it super comfortable and light on my nose.
And I think the skin can breathe
Yeah,
a little better under the titanium,
Yeah,
and it
I
looks
totally think
nicer.
so.
They last forever. They're just nice. So I think we're going to wrap it up there, guys. Thanks everybody for joining the stream. Like and subscribe. We appreciate you all being here.
Yep.
Check out the YouTube channel. Check out the Instagram page. Follow us there. Let us know what you think in the comments. And everybody have a great weekend. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Have a safe, healthy, happy weekend. We will see you in the next video.